I ran one of the biggest machine learning hackathons that was backed by Elon Musk. So there were a lot of people from Elon Musk's school. One of the people I met was the founder of GitHub.
How much check he wrote you for?
He wrote a check for
What does your mom say about you?
打不倒的小强. Chinese sayings are pretty violent.
每课灵魂都很有趣，每种职业都很出彩。这里是纽约话筒，今天我们请到的是 Eric
Drew.Hey, what's up? My name is Eric. So I run a company called Aviato. We're basically the Bloomberg terminal for private companies. And I also run a $20 million fund called Blockman80 Capital. We've invested in companies like Firefly's Aerospace. We focus a lot on American dynamism, AI, and policy deals. I've been in San Francisco for around 2 weeks now.
How you got here at age 16?
So I never really thought I was gonna build companies like ever. It was really just like during quarantine, kind of like met the right people at the right time. San Francisco was like sort of like a Discord server back then, right? So like I would actually start doing freelancing, and what I would do is I would work with companies like copywriting companies. Basically, they had access to GPT, right? And then I just randomly stumbled upon this company, and they're like, hey, you know what? We're hiring this growth person. You want to come? And then yeah, I then got them on Forbes, like right next to competitors, and they ended up getting acquired. Initially, I started with high school students, and it was from this school called Stanford Online High School, and it was like a lot of like really smart people. Like a son of Elon Musk goes there, so there were a lot of people from Elon Musk's school. A few things I've done since then. I ran one of the biggest machine learning hackathons that was backed by Elon Musk. I was founding team in a climate fintech that got acquired for a pretty good amount, and then after that, I ended up starting my own company, which was this thing to centralize schools. I ended up scaling that to about 49,000 students, about 52 schools, and then pretty much after that, I was going to do like nonprofits for like the next 10 years because that's what I was like building nonprofits. I built this thing where it's like coding for like students, and we were pretty big in Indiana. We had about like 400 students. We were initially doing was like a venture scout. During then, we used PitchBook, which is like a software in the US for M&A, private equity, and hedge funds deals. So it was like, what if we built this data engine to like find companies?
And how did you get your first investor?
Twitter.com at the end, there's like a URL.
Yeah.
And usually their Calendly is the same as their username.
Yeah.
Calendly, for some context, is like a tool where you could like schedule meetings with anyone. It's like an easy meeting, schedule meetings with people. One of the people I met was the founder of GitHub.
How much check he wrote you for?
He wrote a check for 50.
So that's after a week of pitching.
Oh, actually no, GitHub did 10. So I only raised like 100K like when I was like starting the company, and then I ended up raising like $1 million. And then now we're raising like another 2 million.
You just basically scam into his calendar, and their secretary didn't block you.
Yeah, I think this is the link secretaries would send, right? Because a lot of people, like, they take a lot of meetings. If you added another meeting onto it, they probably wouldn't know.
So how many people did you reach out to?
I don't know. A lot of people, like 200 more.
How many people actually ended up meeting you?
10.
From that experience, right, when you get rejected 290 times out of that 300 after you hacked into their calendar, did you ever feel like disappointed that more people canceled on you? You wake up and see another cancellation?
Not really. It's just like when you get rejected so many times, it's just like, you know, like, hey, it's just another rejection, you know?
What does your mom say about you?
打不倒的小强.
打不死的小强.
打不死的小强, yeah.
Not the one that can be beaten but can't be killed.
Yeah. Chinese sayings are pretty violent.
So talk about what you actually do at the current roles that you're in.
There's like fundraising, hiring, building product direction. It's been interesting, just a ton of work, a lot of stuff to build out. There's like revenue and that kind of stuff.
So you already rolled out the product?
Yeah, pretty decent amount of revenue. We only raised 1.1, hit a lot of metrics. So I want to raise a seed. I'm going to go out, raise 2 million. Probably going to get that done in like maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And then just build more stuff, and then hit like 5 million to 10 million in revenue, and then raise a bigger A for like 15 million or something like that. A lot of people don't see the stuff that goes in the background, and they only see the things on social media. And social media, I make a lot of jokes, you know, and that kind of stuff. And in the background, there's actually a ton of stuff going on. Yeah, like social media is not authentic. You only post your good stuff on there.
Within a week, like how much time do you spend like checking in with engineers?
Oh, it's like pretty random, like every single week, right? I mean, we have like product meetings for like 4 hours every single Monday and Thursday. A lot of them come to the office every single day. I feel like in person's way better for like working.
Every boss says that. So those product meetings are mostly with the engineers?
Engineers could listen. Like we try to make it as like accessible as possible. Like they could listen to it, but it's mainly COO, CTO, CRO, and we just basically roadmap everything.
How many people do you have right now?
We have 9 full-time people, so it's been interesting. Everyone's a lot older than me. So for the company, I have 2 other co-founders. One's 20 and then one's 53.
So how did you first decide that it's the right time and these people are the ones that you're going to start it with?
Actually, I don't. We actually want a few co-founders. It's really like one of the main things is like hire slow, fire fast. You want to build an A team, right? If someone's not fitting, you want to fire them, right? But like fire people that like initially started with or initially worked with. In an early stage company, a lot of things can change. So you're going to go through a lot of different stuff and you're going to go through a lot of different people and you just have to figure out how can you go past it. How long have you been in China for?
18 years.
18 years? What?
Yeah, I'm Chinese. I told you I'm Chinese.
Wait, when did you move to the US? For college?
For college, yeah. I'm the first person that you know, like actually Chinese.
No, like I mean, I lived in China for 5 years, right? But like us. Actually, English is my second language. So.
No.
Yeah, I think my mom would be very happy. 我的名字是朱弘毅，我刚过16岁，我做一个公司叫aviato，和我是 Buckmanity 之间的合伙人。我来就诊在2个星期。
Oh, okay. Thanks for trying.